Hello and welcome back to another Weather Guy video. Today I will be continuing my coverage of the severe weather outbreak in the southeast, as well as the next severe outbreak in the south, as well as some severe storms that will be impacting the northeast on Tuesday. If you like this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you never miss another Weather Guy video. Here we are on weather.gov. This is the watches and warnings page, and we still have those flood watches in place, that dark green in Alabama and Georgia and even parts of South Carolina. You also have flood warnings in northern and central Georgia and Mobile, Pensacola, some areas in central Mississippi. You also have tornado watches in Mobile, Pensacola, southern Louisiana, and Mississippi. That's all I really wanted to cover here, just the active updates when I'm filming this. And let's move on to the radar. Here's the current radar from when I'm filming. You can see just how widespread this heavy rain is. So we have our yellows here indicate some moderate rainfall, reds indicate heavy rainfall. You can see this widespread area of yellows and reds from Mississippi to Georgia, and that has been pretty much there all day. These areas have been getting hammered with rain, hammered with severe weather, and now it's starting to settle down for the night for the 19th, but in the morning of the 20th, we're going to see severe weather return to areas in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and even into North Carolina, as this low moves off the coast and starts to take a more nor'easter-like track toward the Maritimes in Canada. As we have looked through the models, the Northeast most likely won't get impacted with the storm, but it will wreak some havoc when it comes to tides. That's probably the largest implication of this once it gets off the coast. Here we are on the NAM 3-kilometer model. Let's just click through this and we'll just go in depth into the severe weather outbreaks. So here's the current one right now. That moves off the coast, and then this line right here, that's what's really going to be causing most of the severe weather as this moves off the coast. Then, as you can see, a little bit too far southeast of the big cities in the northeast to really create any wind impacts other than the tides. Then you have this low pressure up here that swings down a area of rainfall, and we're actually going to zoom in on the northeast for this because there could be some thunderstorms here as well. So we're just going to come up here, and you can see some thunderstorm activity already starting, and that continues, but then it really starts to explode when you get toward the major metropolitan areas. So DC, you might get hit with some strong storms. Philadelphia might, New York might, areas in Connecticut, Rhode Island, even into Massachusetts might get hit with some strong storms, possible hail, possible strong winds. Right now, it doesn't seem like there's going to be that much risk for tornadoes, since in the Northeast it is very early in the year, and just the fact that it's going to be snowing in Maine. So once that means that temperatures aren't really warm enough to get that intense rise and that circulation. Let's actually take a look at the vorticity. Yeah, much lower vorticity than we were talking about with the storms in the south. We're probably in that 55 to 80 range instead of that 130. So there's probably still a risk, but just not as big of a risk for severe weather. Now, let's go back, and there is a pretty considerable amount of snow that will be dropped in northern Maine. Northern Maine did not get hit with Winter Storm Sadie, so let's look at how much snow they will get. 1 to 3 inches. That's pretty decent for late April now. So that is all I wanted to cover with that system. Now let's move on to the NAM 12-kilometer model and view the entire continental US. Now we start to look at this next severe weather outbreak. A little bit further north this time, as the low pressure is further north. But we can still see the same areas getting hit with rainfall, just much less of it. Just a line of thunderstorms that will be moving through, as well as some rain over here, just plain old rain. And that is where we are at right now with the current model run. We also have our next system moving into the northwest, dropping some decent rainfall, and then moving into the Rockies. Let's actually look at the total accumulated precip. Most of this is from the current storm. Most of this is from the next storm. And you have most of the Northeast with that little severe weather, well, severe storms that'll be moving through. Then you have the Northwest getting, most of the Northwest will be getting at least a ½ an inch with this next system moving out to the coast. With that, let's move into our global models with the GFS and the European model. So here we are on the GFS model. We're at hour 90 for about the same time as the NAM ended. So this is showing a larger severe weather outbreak in the same areas that just got hit. And that moves into the northeast, pretty much as a nor'easter, so probably some strong winds, strong heavy rain, possibility of maybe some coastal strong storms as well. Then you have this next wave of weather that came onto the coast in the northwest, now in the plains, draws up some of that Gulf moisture, and then you can see that it strengthens very quickly. Could see some severe weather in the south, but also just a very strong storm. Probably the most damaging threat is probably wind. Next system moves onto the coast and into the plains. This is just looking like rain, not really that much severe weather. And that moves into then another low pressure then pulls up moisture that is then turned into that severe weather threat. And that looks pretty significant. This is pretty far out. This is April 30th if it happens, but that is pretty strong right there. To see those red colors showing up on global model, it's not really that often that you see that, especially this far out. So that indicates some pretty strong storms. Other than that, just some rainfall in the northeast, and then just that parade of storms coming into the central plains and wreaking havoc on the southeast. Southeast has been absolutely drenched in rain so far this year, and that trend is just going to continue. So let's move on to the European model. Here we are on the European model. We're at hour 90. This shows that next severe threat will be a little bit further to the south, and it will be creating that severe weather a little bit south of the target area, but still in some areas that we're receiving some of that severe weather today. Then we see the next storm right behind it, a little different than the GFS, but still that same trend of, well, this one looks pretty strong here. Probably some very windy conditions out in the Cape, but it still shows the same trend. where we have storms moving out to the northwest, generate some real strength in the plains, and move out to the east, either through Canada or through the northeast as a northeast soaker. So yeah, that's all that the European has currently, and that's it. So let's move on to the outro. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications when I post another weather guide video. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.